Now, love 'em or hate 'em, when we created these films and avoided doing what we could have done, which was the main page of GQ, the cover of GQ or whatever. We got 250 pieces of positive press worldwide, and it had a really great effect because all of the press essentially had made out like they interviewed Liam. So they had any one of his comments in the films that they could have like they did an exclusive interview. So if only we had planned it that way. But, in hindsight, we did claim it, of course. Yes. So another hotel project. So this is a very different film. So I hope you don't get too bored with it. But Heckville Place is a luxury hotel. I think I mentioned it last year, that is launching and still launching, hasn't launched yet. Not our fault. We just do the website and stuff and the storytelling. Can't help the construction. But they're going to redefine what a luxury hotel experience is all about. And so True Luxury, as part of our pitch, we actually pitched that luxury was dead, and that true luxury should always be perceived and never told. True luxury for us is about choice. And so with this film, because we couldn't really do much, we had to create something that was going to resonate with people about the experience. So we wanted to create something almost like a teaser that made people have an emotional feeling about whether they absolutely wanted to go to this place or whether they didn't. So this film, you can make up your own mind of what the story is for you from this film. So, pretty bold, I reckon. But how many of you want to go? Oh, shit, damn. Too boring for you? Yeah. So, anyway, talk to me about that later. Clearly, you're just too all embarrassed to put your hands up. And, it's absolutely not the sort of place you'd want to go and spend a weekend and just chill out. So, great why storytelling really connects emotionally with the heart. When you really get to the core of what it is that you do and you express that and you tell authentic, meaningful stories that engage with users, you do something that, people connect with this emotionally. It's fundamentally, it's unbelievable how much, emotion people carry, and when they connect with the brand, that they become their brand advocates. And when you connect with their hearts, you become much more likely to then engage their head and then their mouth, that they start sharing it. So I can't claim all this why storytelling stuff for myself without actually referencing one of the gurus of who really leads this movement, who has been doing a lot of talks. And I want to take 2 minutes out here, because this is an absolute must, to back up what I'm saying about why people buy what you do,
really quickly.
Why you do it.
Every single person, every single organization on the planet knows what they do, 100%. Some know how they do it, whether you call it your differentiating value proposition or your proprietary process or your USP. But very, very few people or organizations know why they do what they do. And by why, I don't mean to make a profit. That's a result. It's always a result. By why, I mean what's your purpose? What's your cause? What's your belief? Why does your organization exist? Why do you get out of bed in the morning? And why should anyone care? Well, as a result, the way we think, the way we act, the way we communicate is from the outside in. It's obvious. We go from the clearest thing to the fuzziest thing. But the inspired leaders and the inspired organizations, regardless of their size, regardless of their industry, all think, act, and communicate from the inside out. Let me give you an example. I use Apple because they're easy to understand and everybody gets it. If Apple were like everyone else, a marketing message from them might sound like this. We make great computers. They're beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. Want to buy one? Meh. And that's how most of us communicate. That's how most marketing is done, that's how most sales is done, and that's how most of us communicate interpersonally. We say what we do, we say how we're different or how we're better, and we expect some sort of behavior, a purchase, a vote, something like that. Here's our new law firm. We have the best lawyers with the biggest clients. We have, we always perform for our clients, do business with us. Here's our new car. It gets great gas mileage. It has, leather seats. Buy our car. But it's uninspiring. Here's how Apple actually communicates. Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is by making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user-friendly. We just happen to make great computers. Want to buy one?
So cool. I would strongly suggest you watch some more of Simon Sinek's TED Talks. They're really good. Oh, God. I really can't believe I'm about to lose my voice. So it's about really connecting to your cause, your mission, and your purpose. If you can get to that, then you're really going to get to the heart of this why storytelling. So how do you find your why if you haven't already? Well, we've got a little bit of a theory here. And we believe that it's in the sweet spot. If you're thinking, I don't have an interesting story to tell, or what could my story be? What could my why be? Well, we think it's somewhere in between the inspiration of why you first, or your business first started out, and the problems that you wanted to solve. And the why sits somewhere in the middle of all of that. If you don't believe in that, you won't be able to tell really good, authentic stories. So, we've got, so this is about telling your stories. Now, we're going to go into a little bit of to look at how some brands are telling really interesting stories across different platforms. So this is actually an example of what O2 Mobile and Tesco Mobile. How many of you people have seen this rap go on Twitter? No, it was a massive thing. Everybody who was anybody saw it. No, not really. So O2, they just started engaging with each other in this Twitter rap battle. And this is what I'm going to do, because I wanted to talk about user-generated content, and I said I was going to really engage with the audience. So I need a volunteer to come on up here and do this rap with me. So, you want to do it? Why not? Come on then. Right. Woo! Excellent. Okay, good. Right, so there you go. I was just surprised. I didn't think anyone was actually going to say yeah. Okay, good. So I'm going to let you win this, right? All right. Okay.
Thanks very much.
So you're going to be Tesco, right? Yeah, okay. So let me show you how this works. So this is you, right? So you've got to wrap it. So you've got to really wrap this. So you know how to do like bad boy rap, and I'm going to lead you off, right? Okay. So your bits are involved. Oh, yeah.
Then on, right. I didn't really think properly before I came up. I just acted.
Yeah. Does anyone else want to come up and take his place? Just in.
Now, if you want to see humiliation.
Right, so I'm
Watch.
going over here. No, hang on.
That's me.
That is you, right. Okay, so I've got mine on the other side, right. Excellent. So I'm going to go over here because I'm going to be O2 Mobile. And this is basically what they did on Twitter. And we're just going to reenact this live for you because we thought it might, I thought it might be fun. He didn't know anything about it. What's your name?
Paul.
Paul, right. Oh, God. Of course it's Paul. Right.
2 Pauls
Okay, so
for the price of 1.
here we go. So,
Oh dear. Right.
wait. Oh, yeah, it's all sorted, right. Okay, gangster rap, here we go. So, I'm O2, Tesco. Nursery rhyme, now we are schooling you, son. You follow our lead because we know how it's done.
Teacher knows best, that ain't true. TM's more fresh. Followers, join the queue. RTs say it all. Sorry, O2 who?
Teacher knows best, but we are the headmaster causing you waves on Twitter because you're a natural disaster.
Hey, we love that you're trying. I'm sorry about that accent, but anyway. We love that you're trying. It's pretty cute. Your wave has settled. Go on now, scoot. Is this real?
Yeah, this is real. Your rhyme was barking. Who wrote it, your dad? We are immortal. You're just a fad. It's about time you try and hashtag be more dog.
We were having a rap battle, not an advert campaign. You've lowered the tone and ruined the game.
Yes. Okay.
Apologies.
Thank you, Paul. You weren't expecting that when you came along to the... Yeah. Okay, so, look, just a little bit of fun there, but, this just shows a little bit how, brands can engage and do some pretty cool and quirky things with each other, and also, of course, who won the campaign, that little rap battle? Well, actually, O2 tried to get a cheap plug-in about their latest campaign, the hashtag Be More Dog campaign in it. And of course, Tesco Mobile had the higher ground there to say, you've lowered the tone, which they did. But, so moving on, I was starting to touch on this, but 7% of all human communication all human communication is verbal. So, look, people, these sorts of things and stunts that people do, that immortal high ground that just happened from that one Tesco rap, could be the decision, that emotive decision, the next time someone goes, am I going to go on O2 or am I going to go on Tesco Mobile, right? So they just suddenly, the thousands and thousands of people that were engaged with that may have seen that, and will then make that decision. So similarly, 99% of a brand is how it does and says things. So we're going to get into this in a little bit. So it's that we're going to look at actually some of the key touch points that brands have. So, if we look at all of the key touch points that you have on your websites and have a think about it, am I communicating in a way that's resonating with the why we do what we do? And so we're just going to look at a few of these. So this is about absolute music. And it's about, I didn't actually talk about that, but this is why everything a brand does must connect with people that is more than just a linear way. And what we mean by linear is obviously the bland and emotionless, this is what we do, come and buy it, like Simon Sinek was talking about. So hopefully they're not here, but about absolute music, this is pretty much a linear way of talking about yourself. So this one, about us, it's just you and the mic, no excuses, no loop button to hide behind, nothing but the beat you create. So these are just different ways of using words, remembering that we're trying to connect with people emotionally. Phew. Yeah, I've run out of saliva in my mouth. So, oh God, Kath Kidson aren't here today, are they? No, good. Right, let's slate them then. So, again, linear, contact us. People, you've got to look at all of these things. if you know, and the way that you talk about it. It's all too easy to, you know, get excited with your creatives and, you know, design wonderful home pages, category pages, and forget about the stuff. You know, we've all done it. I mean, don't go back and look at some of the work we've done. We've all been there, done that. But what we're talking about is now and pushing forward and really moving into a new space of why storytelling that's pushing the boundaries of how we engage with people, because it's the future. Innocent, great people, you know, they've really pushed the innovators in communication and, you know, engagement. Okay, really disgusting pop-up, but, you know, subscribe to our newsletter. This is the sort of thing that, hey, it's a great idea. Why don't we put a pop-up on our website and, you know, get more people registered to our newsletters? But think about it and do some stuff that really connects with people. So I love talking about Kate Spade. So you know, she keeps popping up every now and then in my talks. But great stuff, and it only takes a little bit more thought to put into each of the different areas of your touch points. So, you know, social storytelling, this is about brands and people. So this is us engaging with great content where we kind of let our people, you know, share that with us and engage with us. Tumblr, we're going to look at Tumblr, Instagram, Polyvore, but, you know, look at what's possible. So you've got Sharpie, which is the marker pens. 108,000 people following them on Instagram, and just having people user engagement with people, you know, uploading images of the stuff that they're drawing. The collaborative campaigns using the geo-targeting that Bergdorf Goodman did, so that you could snap your shoes and it would locate them to a certain area within Manhattan. Although I'm not quite sure how this geo-targeting quite worked, because I don't believe for a minute that most people were out on the water when that happened. So you've got the hashtag MarkFam, which was the Marc Jacobs campaign, which is a collaborative mood board using Instagram, Foursquare, pulling everything from people that were using the hashtag and popping it into a lovely collaborative mood board. You've got wonderful ways that people use Instagram to let people in behind the scenes, tell people more about the craftsmanship of your brand. That this is what Tiffany did. Kate Spade, again, wonderful example of great use of Tumblr. So, interesting fact on Instagram. Chanel is the most tagged fashion brand on Instagram, even though they don't have an account. I'd like to talk to them about that. But what about the connections between people and people made through digital storytelling? So this is kind of where you let it kind of go out of control a bit, right? So this whole, a lot of brands are a bit scared of this one, because this is where, they put stuff out there, and this is the stuff that might bubble over and get a little bit uncomfortable for them. So it's creating the space for the froth to the cats to get the fish. Bless you. Wow. So this is a campaign actually that's just been launched 2 days ago. A wonderful example. Eurostar have kind of gone, hey, we should tell a story of how great it is about going to Paris. Well, actually, what they've decided is, better than our story, why don't we have 100 stories of people telling us what it's like going to Paris?
Maybe you'll go left. Maybe you'll go right. Maybe you'll go up, down, round and round. Maybe you'll go here, or there, to this place, that place. Maybe you'll meet him, her, perhaps them, hopefully not him. Maybe you'll see this, hear that, eat this. Maybe you'll get lost. Maybe it will rain. You'll shelter here, and this will happen. but maybe it won't rain. Instead, you'll go there and fall in love with this. Stories are waiting.
Cool, huh? Ooh. Right, so how can you bring this engagement onto your websites? Now, this is an unfounded fact because, well, it's not a fact, so it's unfounded, so therefore it's not a fact. Couldn't actually find the exact stat, but our MD told me the other day that by Urban Outfitters putting Instagram on their product pages, it increased the conversion of whatever they were measuring on there by 40%. You didn't hear that from me because it's not fact. It's not fact. I think it's just something in between fact. It's the space and the froth sort of thing, bubbling over. So look, user-generated stories, giving that out to the people. Time to take note. Brands engaging with customers through peer-inspired photo platform have seen an average of 100% increase in time on this site and up to 3 times increase in conversion. So, and that is represented with the, what Urban Outfitters have done there using Instagram. And there's a lot of other companies that are really integrating their whole social communications into their websites. We're really looking into, at the moment, real social proof in the checkout. Okay, so watch the space, but come and talk to me about it later. The checkout of a merchant is a really lonely place for people. And we think that actually if we could somehow get some social proof into the checkout process, we might be able to significantly increase the conversion rate. We haven't done it yet, but we're working on it. So, if you're thinking, what a load of crap, and I just need to work on my conversion rate, get out. Right, okay, so the faster and more digital the world gets, the more consumers will demand honest connection. Okay, so this is the last bit. Actually, I've run right over again. But I couldn't leave you with all this storytelling and inspiring you to kind of find your story and how to tell it, how to connect with your why. But at Folk, this is a whole nother talk, by the way, so I really can't get too much into this. But we've been trying to look at ways that we can actually help prove the whole concept of becoming a publisher. Because we believe that for brands to survive in this day and age, they have to become publishers of great content. The only problem with that is the financial directors tend not to want to spend all their money on creating great content because they probably rather spend it on more stuff that they can measure a return on investment. So one of the things that we're really working on hard at the moment is calculating return on investment from becoming a publisher. So what we can offer, because that will take me another 20 minutes to go through that and the different KPIs that we put in place. Do come and talk to me about that later if you're interested in finding out more about that. Any way that we can help out, grab me, tweet us, whatever. Now, I think I still have a book as well that I need to give away. Brad, have we got a winner? Or did no one engage? Was that a really rubbish competition?
Because everybody has Twitter.
Oh! What? Damn. Okay. So.
I think we should give it to Paul for being in the rap battle.
Yeah.
Change the rules.
Change the rule. Oh, hang on. Very well. Who has tweeted a story anyway? Oh. 1, 2. Oh, actually, so there you go. 3. Oh, so we haven't got a winner? We can't have a winner. To be decided. I'll decide that. We'll decide that at the end. Maybe we need to do a little bit more social, analytical information. That could have been a tweet coming through to me now from our social person. Right. So anyway, we've shown you the door. Now you've got to walk through it. So hopefully what I've talked about today has given you enough of a little bit of an inspiration into the fact that people do not buy what you do, they want to buy why you do it. We have got to set a whole new trend. We've got a real opportunity now, and the UK could really, help to lead this by moving into a whole new level of digital storytelling. And if we do that, you're going to leave your competitors behind, because people are going to connect with your brand emotionally, and they're going to become great brand advocates and become very loyal customers. And if you achieve all of these metrics with this killer content engine that you're going to start creating, you're going to be tremendously successful. So keep it simple, be interesting, but most of all, tell your story. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at that, on time. Time is up. No questions. Thanks.